Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the lowdown on scams and how to avoid losing your Bitcoin to some jerk in Nigeria. But seriously guys, I have about 20 bullet points in a list on my other screen, and I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you should do and what you shouldn't do when it comes to dealing with and identifying scams here in the cryptocurrency market so that you guys don't lose your hard-earned Bitcoin, like I said, to some guy in Nigeria. I'm sorry, Nigeria. I know I have some subscribers from Nigeria. It's just a joke, okay? Don't sue me or scam me. No, I would appreciate both of them. Anyway, guys, in all seriousness, BitConnect went down about 2 years ago, and when it did, it crashed the market. And then immediately thereafter, something called Davercoin came in and continued to scam people in exactly the same way that BitConnect had. Most of you guys that were in the space back then probably already know a lot of what I'm about to say, but for those of you especially who have joined cryptocurrency in the last 2 years, you need to see this video. I guarantee you something I'm going to say in this video you haven't heard before, and I could be the one to stop you from losing all kinds of money to some of these jerks out there. I'm going to be showing you guys one website in particular that people were trying to scam my Discord server users with. So if you guys want the lowdown on how to get away from the lowlifes, then you should continue watching this video. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps out the channel when you do that. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. First things first, guys, join the Discord server. It's pretty awesome. As you can see, we were just talking about all of these scams and whatnot. Here, this link is down below. This is, in fact, our free Discord server. This person is saying I'm sexy. I appreciate it. Do you like my voice? Yes, Dre, I do have mic cords laying around. They're right behind me. Anyway, back on topic. The reason that I was talking about the Discord server is because I decided to pop in and hang out with the guys over there for a little bit on this Saturday morning, and somebody posted a link to this website. And as you can see, it looks like the website for Libra. If you didn't know any better, this might look pretty professional to you. I mean, let's scroll down here. We have an ICO, early sell in progress, 97.2% completed. Okay, that's interesting. Looks like we have some pretty official looking videos down here. Oh, I'm just gonna skip over these. They look official enough. That looks good to me. Okay, we got some like bullet point stuff down here. That's cool. That's good. Okay, we got like the color change as you scroll. We got some buttons up here and some of them do some stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty official. Let me go ahead and hit this button and buy Libra coin. Wrong. You were very wrong. You just got scammed. You failed miserably. This is a scam website. This is the real website. You guys know how Facebook is. They're going to have some kind of diversity on the website somewhere, and there was none of that on this one. That's the first way you tell this is a scam. Jokes aside, this is the real website, and as you can see, it's using some of the same assets that are being used on this other website. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this website and show you the do's and don'ts of trying to identify a scam, and hopefully you guys will walk away and not get scammed. In all seriousness though, guys, when I join the space and when all of us join the space, it would be very easy for us to fall into scams because we don't know how all this works. We don't know what's legit. We don't know what's not legit. And quite frankly, a lot of the people that are trying to scam you here in the cryptocurrency space, they are web developers. So the websites that they create look very professional. This one included. Let me show you this. As far as the design and everything, there's nothing really wrong with this. It looks very professional. I'm not a web designer by trade, but I have done web design in the past, and this all looks pretty legit. And I'll be honest with you guys, I thought this was just something that someone was posting in chat. I clicked on it, and for a few seconds, I was like, oh, okay, so this is their website. I haven't been to Libras in a little bit. Maybe they updated it. And then I started doing the checks that I'm about to tell you in this video to make sure this was the legit website, and I very quickly realized, no, actually, this is the scam website. So I'm going to run through that list with you right now. One of the very first things that you should do when trying to identify a scam website is check the grammar. If you scroll down just a little bit here on the website, you're going to find this little subheader, benefits with buying Libra coin. I don't know about you, but that is not a proper sentence where I come from. And last I checked, Facebook, the creators of Libra, are worth hundreds of billions of dollars. You'd think they'd be able to hire an English major to make sure their website read properly. And furthermore, I take it back. This is actually the first thing that jumped out at me. This right here. Libra is the future. Libra is for everyone. I even posted in chat. I was like, I can just see Mark Zuckerberg just going like, Libra is the future. Libra is for everyone. World domination. And then just like losing it because that's how Mark Zuckerberg is. Have you seen that guy? I think he actually is a reptile. I could see him talking like that, but I really don't think the people designing the website would have phrased it in that way. I mean, seriously, Libra is the future. Libra is for everyone. That is the most Orwellian sentence. That sends shivers down my spine. I can't explain it, guys. It's just a weird phrasing. So these two things right here set me off. Okay, this is probably a scam. What else? Okay, well, let's check the navigation bar up here and make sure that everything works properly. We've got why, about, token, roadmap, docs, FA. That button doesn't do anything. Can I just remind you guys that Facebook's market capitalization is $600 billion? Facebook and the people that own Facebook, they have plenty of their own flaws, but if there's one thing Facebook would probably be pretty good at, It's web design. And a button that doesn't work on the project that they're betting will change the world, really don't think that makes sense. That's another thing that'll tip you off. Make sure the buttons actually work. Be careful of what you click, though, because if it is a scam, you might, like, get a virus or something, or you might accidentally get led down a path where you give them Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you don't want to do that. So that's something else on this website. The button doesn't work. Contact, you come down here, I don't even bother giving them your email. You're going to get on their mailing list or something. And guys, that FAQ thing, that's really important, because what I want you to do is, if you're looking at a website that is allegedly by a company that already has a name, I need you to ask yourself the question, would this company do this? Would Facebook, the creator of one of the most popular websites on the planet, include a button that doesn't do anything on their website? No, they wouldn't do that. If it's an upstart company and it's a smaller team, that might happen, and that might be part of a legit website. But Facebook, I guarantee you, they're not going to have a button on there that goes nowhere. And also, quite frankly, this website, it looks professional, but it doesn't look professional to the level that something Facebook would create would be. So that's one of the questions you can ask yourself. Would this company actually do this? Would they? No, this is not the kind of website that Facebook would set up. It would be a lot more prim and proper than this. And you can see this with all of the animation on their actual website, where they have all of these things coming in. You just saw this slides around. We have a bunch of moving text over here. Like I said, web design is not the only way you're going to be able to tell what's a scam and what's not. Most of these scammers are web designers by trade, but it is one thing you need to keep an eye on. Another thing you can do, and this is huge, fact check everything on the website. I'm just going to give you an example down here. LibraCoin ICO by Libra Currency. You can check this address to make sure this is real. If you check this out, you're going to find that this is a real address that is actually linked with something called Libra Capital, but that doesn't mean anything. Let me tell you why. This fake website is using most of the assets from the real website. So just because they put a correct address down there does not mean that they are legit. However, especially with upstart companies, if you check their address, you check their team, you check things that can be verified and they're real, then you can go ahead and start verifying some things about them. And if you can actually verify things about the company and the people creating the whatever you're looking at, then you have a better idea of whether or not it's a legit company or not. There are caveats to that, so please keep watching the video. This is important. Something else you can do, and this is actually the second thing that tipped me off to this. You can check the domain name. Have you guys ever heard of the .cc extension? I hadn't either, okay? Apparently the .cc extension is a top-level domain for the Cocos Islands. I can name almost every single country on planet Earth. I have never heard of that place. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying I've never heard of it, and I've never seen an extension .cc unless it was maybe associated with Adobe Creative Cloud. Facebook would not use a .cc extension, and they wouldn't put Get Libra in the website domain either. It would be Libra.com or Libra.org, and that's exactly what the real website is. As you can see, it's Libra.org/English United States. The English-US is just addressing what language it's in, because this website is obviously going to be built in multiple different languages, since Libra isn't designed just for the first world and the English-speaking world. So this right here is one of the biggest tip-offs. Would Facebook use a .cc domain? No, they would not. Another thing I want you to do, guys, to verify these things is check the social media. Look at this website. Nowhere on this website does this link to their social media. I guarantee you Libra, as big of a project as it is, has social media, and in fact it does, but it's not linked anywhere on this website. Nowhere. There's none of it. Where is it? Even if you click Libra, you would expect this might bring you to some other part of the website, or it might bring you to the social media. You'd think it'd bring you somewhere. Typically, the logo of a website will bring you somewhere. It doesn't do that. And as far as Libra is concerned, this is their real Twitter. As you can see, it's verified with that blue check mark. This is a good way of verifying social media, by the way, is with Twitter's verification. You see the website they're linking to? This is the verified Libra. They're linking to Libra.org. The real website I showed you a minute ago. They're not linking to this fake ICO. Check the social media. Make sure that everything lines up. If there's any inconsistencies, that's one of the things you're looking for, is inconsistencies. If there's any inconsistencies in the social media, in the branding, in the marketing, in the web design, anything, you're probably looking at a scam. They're very prevalent in cryptocurrency. And by the way, this counts for YouTubers also. You want to check the name of the people behind the project. CT2A, you know, is valid because I have 700 videos on this channel doing technical analysis for 2.5 years, and if I were a crappy person, I wouldn't want to throw all of that work away to scam you. If you're seeing someone do a giveaway on Twitter and they have 5 videos and 7 subscribers, you know, they might be legit. I was legit when I was that size, obviously, but you need to take everything with a grain of salt. That extends to these ICOs also, because I'll tell you something, just because they have professional-looking photos of their team doesn't mean jack. I'm going to come to Google here and type in business portrait. I'm gonna see what comes up. I bet you've probably seen half of these on an ICO's website before. Oh yeah, this is Dennis. He works in marketing. This is Marie. She's the one that does the web design. This is our amazing CEO, Chad. He's a real Chad, can't you tell? This is the guy we pay to look scary by the front door so nobody solicits to us. I don't care if they have professional looking photos, especially if all the photos have a different background. It doesn't mean anything. If you can verify the identity of those people through video, that's what's important. Through video and through legal documentation and records, then you have something. Does the project stand up to scrutiny? If you do 5 minutes of research into whatever you're investing in, you're probably going to figure out whether or not it's real or not. Just because they have a picture of Billy Bob Johnson, he's the CEO, and you go to his LinkedIn and there's like a couple of blurbs about what he did and where he went to college, that doesn't mean anything. What's the guy's track record? What is that woman's history? Where did they go to college? Can you find the records of them actually going to college? Can you find a video of them 10 years ago in college doing something? Can you find an interview of them today? Just because there's a section on the website that says meet the team does not mean that they are a real team. So with that said, let's move on to the things that you shouldn't do when trying to identify whether or not a project is legitimate. The first thing that you should not do, and we talked about this a little while ago, is trust professional web design. 15 years ago, this might have been something you could use because professional web design was incredibly expensive and hard to do. Nowadays, anybody can go into Weebly and make a professional looking website. I bet about 500 of you guys watching this video could go in and make this website in about 4 hours, maybe more like 2 hours actually, probably like 1 hour to be totally honest with you. I could probably make this in a couple of hours, and I haven't done web design consistently in the last 3 or 4 years. This website looks professional on the surface, but if you actually break it down, it's not anything that special. It has a couple different color changes. It has some cool assets which got ripped from the real project or from Google. By the way, the start date is today. I guarantee you in the code of this website, this start date updates to whatever day it is that you're looking at the website. Furthermore, 97.2% complete. Let's refresh the page. Oh, look at that. It went down. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't trust professional web design. It doesn't mean anything. And like I said also, guys, don't trust professional assets. These assets can be found on Google. They look nice, they look cool, they're all consistent, they're in the same style, they kind of match with the font. I'm not gonna lie, this is a halfway decently designed website. It's actually a pretty well-designed website. It's still not up to the standard of Facebook, but it's not a poorly designed website. Just because we have professional-looking assets here and professional-looking videos here does not mean that it's a real project. Something I said a second ago, which I'm gonna say again, is don't trust the pictures of the team. There's no pictures of the team here because Libra is just, I mean, it's huge. It'd be kind of stupid to do that. But just because there's pictures of the team it doesn't mean anything. Another thing, guys, this is a big one. Just because a project has a white paper, let me say this again, just because a project has a white paper doesn't mean anything. I can go and write a white paper and come up with all kinds of technical terms that you, the average Joe, has no idea what they mean, and it'll sound legitimate enough. If I want to, I could give $1,000 to some cryptocurrency programmer and have him write up a white paper that's 2 or 3 pages, 10 pages long, slap it on the website, and then 99% of the people that go to my fake ICO website wouldn't even read the thing because people don't do their due diligence. Just because whatever project you're looking at has a white paper doesn't mean that 1, they're legitimate, and 2, by the way, getting outside of scams for a second, just because they have a white paper doesn't mean they're going to be successful with it. 99% of cryptocurrencies, the legitimate cryptocurrencies, 99% of the legit ones are crap coins. And another thing, guys, this is a big one. Never partake in a giveaway where you have to give them Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin. That's a huge one. Sometimes bots join our Discord server, and before we catch them, they try and send messages to our members and try and scam them saying, hey, send us $50 of Bitcoin, we'll send you 500 if you win. They're scams. If you ever have to send money in to be part of a giveaway, it's almost definitely a scam. Now, by the way, that doesn't mean that all giveaways are scams. I've done a giveaway once or twice in the history of this channel, and legitimate YouTubers might do that. But the vast majority of the time that a giveaway is happening, if it's legitimate, all they're going to ask for is an address to send the Bitcoin to. That's all the information you need to give them. If they're trying to ask you for anything else, don't give it to them. They don't need any Bitcoin from you to verify your address. That's not how that works. They don't need any information from you if they're trying to do a giveaway. If they're trying to get in touch with you, they might try and email you, but that's about it. And another thing, guys, with the giveaways, if somebody emails you, DMs you on Discord, responds to your comment on YouTube, responds to your tweet on Twitter, I don't care if they're like, if they send you a letter in the mail, if they reach out to you first and you have no idea who they are or what they're talking about, it's probably a scam. If I run a giveaway and then all of a sudden I say, hey, you won the giveaway, you probably already knew knew that you were a part of the giveaway because you saw the video where I announced it. And that goes back to what I was saying about verifying the identity of someone. I have 2.5 years of video on this channel, and I've done business with thousands of you guys at this point, so I can obviously verify who I am. My real name is out there. My company name is out there. My address, if you're a student, is actually technically out there. You can verify who I am through all of these steps. You can do the same thing with a lot of the other YouTubers. But a lot of these scammers, you just can't do that. They can't stand up to scrutiny because they're not real. If someone says you've won something and you have no idea what they're talking about, I almost guarantee you it's a scam. Guys, what it comes down to is fact-checking, doing your due diligence, and as I always say to you guys, using your own brain and doing your own thinking for yourself and not letting someone else do your thinking for you. Especially here in the wild and unregulated west of the cryptocurrency market, scams are everywhere and you need to be careful. If you're in my Discord server, every once in a while you might get a message from someone and not have any idea what it is, and they're saying you want a giveaway or join this website or check out our signals group. If somebody sends you an unsolicited email, DM, Twitter post, whatever, it's probably a scam. There are legitimate projects out there, guys, but I will tell you something. Most projects, unfortunately, are flat out scams. There are real projects out there. Ethereum, obviously, great project. XRP, agree or disagree with it, it is actually a legitimate project. It's not a scam. EOS, not a scam as far as I'm concerned. Litecoin, not a scam. These big cap altcoins, they're real. They're not scams. They might not succeed, but they are legitimate. And one more thing, this would have been better advice about 2 years ago, but when BitConnect and Davercoin and Hashflare and all those things were still around. What is the actual business logic behind whatever's going on here? Like, if you read their white paper and it's like, okay, cool, that's a cool project, that might actually work, but how are you guys going to make money off of that? And there's no way for them to actually monetize it, then it's probably a scam. Same thing with BitConnect. They would never release the trading bot to show how they were actually making 1% returns a day. They never released the code. They never showed that the trading bot was real, so you couldn't verify their commercial viability. Verify the commercial viability of the project you're looking at. Can that company actually stay in business through the means that they are saying that they are staying in business with? Guys, there is a lot that goes into this. I know it might seem daunting, but I will tell you, I've been in the space for a very long time. I've come close to getting scammed. Every single one of us have. It's only happened a couple times to me, but it has happened to the best of us. So if you do get scammed, if you have gotten scammed, it's going to happen. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Some of these people are predatory and they are very, very good at what they do, which is obviously a bad thing. But don't get distraught just because these lowlifes are stealing people's money. All it means that they're obviously not intelligent enough, nor are they good enough people to actually be doing business, and they ought to go back to having a 9 to 5, if not back to having 25 to life for some of these jerks. One last thing that I want to mention, because this one pertains specifically to me, I have had a couple of people impersonate me. People will impersonate YouTubers and content creators and important people in the cryptocurrency space. That will happen. One time I had someone pose in the comments section down below as CryptoJeb, had my old logo when I had my old logo. There are two ways you can check to make sure that that person was not legitimate. One, a content creator's name will be emboldened on their own video, as you can see right here. This pinned comment that we put in the description is emboldened. That is because our account posted this on our video. If this wasn't emboldened, then this would not be a real comment by us if it were on my video. Same thing is true on Twitter with the blue check mark. That is a very good way of verifying people. It's literally the blue verification check mark. And another thing, guys, I'm going to bring you to the YouTube channel and to the About page here. If you go on the About page and you hit View Email Address and you hit I'm Not a Robot, because last I checked, I'm not, hit Submit, you're going to find my email address. It's cryptojeb@gmail.com. That is my one and only email. Somebody out there decided they were going to create cryptojeb0@gmail.com and try and scam my YouTube users. I have no idea where they got those emails because they sure as hell did not get into my email list. It is extremely secure. Nevertheless, they were emailing some of my students and subscribers saying, hey, you won something. Click this link. That is my one and only email on every single YouTuber's channel. If there's an email that they are going to email you from, go to the About page. I'll show you right here. Go to the About page, see what their business inquiry email is, and only look at emails from that domain. If you ever get an email from someone claiming to be me, you are more than welcome to ask me to prove who I am. I've had that happen a couple times. A couple people have doubted whether or not the emails they were getting from me were real, and I'm like, okay, here's 15 pieces of evidence to show who I am. I can show you the YouTube studio. I can show you the earnings reports of the YouTube channel. I can show you our viewership. I can show you a video going up. I can post in the community tab. I can send you an email from the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. It is very, very easy for anyone who is legitimate to prove who they are. It is not easy for a scammer to prove who they are. It comes down to checking for inconsistencies, checking for honesty, checking for business viability, and having the project or person you're dealing with prove who they are. It's perfectly fine for you to do that. Anyone reputable in this space would be more than happy to let you do that. I've had certain YouTubers who have reached out to me when I was a lot smaller and I didn't expect anyone to actually reach out to me, do that. And I was like, can you just real quick, because we were just having reports that you were a scammer in our Discord server, can you just real quick post something on Twitter so I know you're real? They got freaked out at me. They got pissed off. Some people will do that because they're insecure. Yeah, I'm throwing shade to that one YouTuber if they're watching this video. That was ridiculous. You shouldn't have gotten so pissed off. That was about a year ago. People who are worth dealing with are more than happy to prove who they are if you have a reasonable doubt as to who they say they are. So guys, please stay careful out there. This video has gone on for quite a while, but hopefully you guys will share this video with your friends. I want to see this video everywhere, or a video like this everywhere, because I'm tired, I'm sick and tired of people getting scammed in cryptocurrency when, quite frankly, it's not that hard to figure out what is real and what is fake. You need to know how to do it, but now you do, so now you don't have any excuses. Somebody in our Discord server called it the idiot tax, so don't fall prey to the idiot tax. Of course, I'm joking. You're not an idiot if you get scammed. It's happened to the best of us. I actually had a BitConnect account back in the day, only put $100 in there just seeing what was going on, but I didn't know if it was a scam or not. I've been in the space for 4 months. What did I know? It happens to the best of us, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. You shouldn't be ashamed of it either. You guys are doing fine. We'll be going back to normal technical analysis tomorrow. There's not a whole lot going on the chart today, and this popped up, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that. If you guys ever have a question and you want me to analyze whether or not something's a scam or not, you're more than welcome to email me and say, hey, Jeb, is this legit? And I will give you the best answer that I possibly can. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to share this so that your friends don't get scammed. Also, hit that like and subscribe button so the YouTube gods will shine their favor down on us. But anyway, guys, that is going to have to wrap it out for today's video. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always, though, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.